But before we crack into our evening tarot readings, you know what we have to do, and that is roll some ads. So we will be back in 3 minutes if you can bear it. And if you're watching the replay, at least you don't have to watch the ads, right? And we're back. I decided we can chat for a second, even though it seems like the chat got quiet as soon as the ads were over. So it's Thanksgiving. I'm American. I can't say I exactly celebrated yesterday. I cooked all day with my mother. We made a fantastic meal, and then we ate together because she worked today. I just didn't really. I made tarot videos if you want to see them. I celebrated Thanksgiving yesterday. And it's so funny to say celebrate Thanksgiving because, of course, it's American history and it has very dark origin stories like most of American history does. And I think one very important message, yeah, exactly. Um, One very important message is do not shop tomorrow. Do not shop tomorrow. Do not shop tomorrow. Don't do it. If you're American, I mean, if you're not American, I guess it probably doesn't fucking matter if you shop tomorrow, but America, please do not shop tomorrow. Do not play into corporatist ideals to try to pander against your own. All right. So this is how I spent my Thanksgiving. Here's the videos. Oh wait, that's all the playlists, not the November playlist. Whoopsies. Let me link you to the. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to find from that link, but I'll be kind. We're not doing anything else anyway, right? Okay, let's check these playlists and get November for y'all. It's funny how different I look from August to November. But it's cheap though, that's what they say. People fucking fighting each other for televisions and shit. Um, pretty dark times. That's why they call it Black Friday. This is like officially ending spooky season. I think all of winter is spooky. Everything's dead. Like, of course, it's still spooky season. That's why I feel like Halloween is just the beginning of spooky season, and April is like the end of spooky season, and then summertime is pretty chill. Um, but we celebrate Gothic Easter April 4th. So I just feel like spooky season goes from Libra season to Aries season. That's spooky season. And then summertime is the other months from Taurus season to Virgo season. You know, it's like spooky season and summertime. That's it. Those are the two seasons. Why? You don't like spooky stuff? I don't like slashers, and I don't get the hype about serial killers and stuff. I honestly think that stuff is pretty weird. If you're just tuning in, we haven't done tarot. I mean, I've only been streaming for 6 minutes, but we've got some tarot planned for the evening, just so y'all know. I got 3 decks with me. There's one that I used for the readings today, so I left it out in case we want to do like a general look with those. I had a personal reading, so I got the pink deck. And the deck that I chose for the night is the Guardian of the Night. Terrible. Um, anyways, they did not stick around to even hear. Okay. Thanks for being here, y'all. Um, yeah, I like spooky stuff. I don't like scary stuff. I don't get the point of scaring yourself. I might go to a haunted house next year because it's been so long since I've been to one and I'm a baby about it. Final Future Fears, gonna go to a haunted house. Wish I would have done it this year, but I didn't. Um, but next year, I'm ready. Right. I'm gonna go to a haunted house. I'm gonna be so fucking scared. Hopefully, I don't like pee my pants or scream or anything. That would be terrible. Um, I think I can handle it though. I've been watching more scary movies lately. This year, I watched a bunch of scary movies for Halloween. Really proud of myself. I even saw The Exorcist in theaters. Right. So, all I can think about today is that song. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, gangsta white wall, TV antennas in the back. Though you may not have a car at all, just remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful for what you got. Right? Diamond in the bay, summer rooftop, digging the scene with the gangster lean, gangster white wall. TV antennas in the back. Just be thankful. Be thankful. William Devon. I'll pull it for you. You don't know that song? I haven't been doing good on originals, but here's the thing: I haven't been enjoying singing that much lately. But that sounded okay, right? I feel like I'm starting to get my voice back. I just lost it for a second there, so I will be working on music again soon. I've been writing a lot of poetry that can easily be turned into song. What you got, William Devon? Thank you. I like poetry. you're just tuning in, we're just chatting for a little bit before tarot. No, no poet. Well, here's the thing. All poetry is cringe, so no poetry is cringe. You know what I mean? Like poetry itself is somewhat cringe, so any poems are subjected to being cringe, but therefore no poem is cringe because poetry itself is cringe, so it just cancels itself out. That too. That too. For some reason, lyrics can be so corny and people will not care. But a poem being corny is like such a different vibe. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Oh, thank you for the follow. I'll be doing tarot soon. We're just kind of chatting a little bit before tarot. What are we grateful for? Y'all want to? I don't know if we just got lurkers or what, but y'all want to say some stuff you're grateful for? Because that's the real point of Thanksgiving is not to overindulge in food and buy things on Black Friday, but rather be grateful because we took everything we have and we're lucky nobody's trying to take it back. Okay. Have a great time, Dom. Good luck with your recordings. I can't wait to hear it. Dom is an amazing musician. You might even say he rocks. Um, well, back to oh, you are here. I am so proud of you for being sober. That is so impressive to me. I have such a fucking hard time with sobriety. Like, I ain't even gonna front with y'all. I tell myself I'm gonna quit drinking, and then like I think I had a white claw yesterday. So I never do. I don't drink too excessively to where it's not like, oh, it's a real problem. But it's something that I definitely don't need and prefer not to do. So why do I still do it? So I'm very impressed. That's really tough. And I've definitely done some drugs in my day, and it's fucking hard not to do drugs too. So it's probably even harder not to do drugs. I don't know. The convenience of alcohol makes it just so easy to drink, I think. Um, yeah. Sorry, did not mean to go on a tangent about your situation, but there's maybe even a trigger point where it's like, oh, hell yeah, congratulations. I'm grateful for that too. Sounds like a really good situation for you. I'm also grateful to be alive, goddamn. I'm grateful to live this life, even though it's hard and it's very complex living under corporatism in this like capitalist country. But there's also like the guilt of knowing that war is somewhere else, and that's really fucking sick. Uh, but I am grateful for the life that I get to have. Something I talked about the other day was being grateful for literally every little thing in your life, um, and make sure that God or the universe or whoever knows, so everything knows that you're truly grateful for this life. And I had an example of a cup, so here's another cup. Pretty great cup, and it makes me so happy to drink out of it that I'm so grateful to have a cup. And to remember to be grateful for the simplest things and not just the big things, not just the roof over your head, not just the running water, but the apparatus from which you drink from, right? The technology in which you watch from, the glasses from which you see from, to have perfect vision, just like boom. Do you even think about that? Are you even grateful for your eyes? That was something that came up for me yesterday. I was like really grateful to not be blind, you know? To be able to see, I should say. I think. What do you mean by the 4D will be worth it when this incarnation is over? By the way. Okay. Yeah, I hear you on that. Oh, well, I knew you. I figured you meant fourth dimension. You know, my theory is that the fourth dimension is this technology. Because think of, stay with me here. There's probably so many dimensions we don't know about. But if one dimension is like sort of almost like no dimension, right? Like what's 1D is to be just a thing, right? But then 2D is to be printed. or be on some like flat surface, right? And then 3D is like what is popped out and in the physical, right? Like a 3D movie or a 3D object, right? Like we're all 3D, we live in 3D. So because 2D is what it is, I just feel like 4D would be the dimension within that is also flat on the surface, but like has more depth than a piece of paper. you know, that's how I see the fourth dimension. And then fifth would be this higher up, kind of more mental third eye state of existing in the same plane as the third dimension. You can see the pattern there too, right? But what's 1D? I don't even know what 1D is. Probably nothingness, right? It's like the non binary dimension. I don't know. Not that non binary is nothing, but you know what I mean. That's just always what I perceive as a fourth dimension is the world we created within the flat surfaces that we have. So cool. Yeah, be grateful for your phone and stuff. We complain about them enough. Hey, what's up, Poily Boy? Oh, what's up, Poily Boy? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. He's Canadian, but that's okay. Happy Thanksgiving to all the Americans in the chat. Terrible history. Please stop shopping tomorrow. Um, Hell yeah. Dom went to go record music too. You just missed him. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. I was really looking forward to this stream. It's nice that there's people here. I appreciate y'all chatting with me. I will do tarot in a little bit. It's nice to take a break because I did all 12 zodiac videos today and then a personal reading, and then I'm going to stream for y'all some more. So you should consider subscribing to keep the stream going and so that you don't have to watch ads when I play them. Just saying. We're gonna work on some emotes. Somebody offered to help make me some emotes, so I'm gonna look into that. Because that would be fun too for subscribers, don't you think? We had our own emotes. Um, but what else is new? I was having a conversation with a friend that I thought to share. Um, Unless anyone else had anything. And then again, we'll get into tarot probably after the next ad break, whenever that's gonna be. Um, I also have the Bhagavad Gita, which I was skimming through it, and I hope it's a good read on here. I like to read books cover to cover, but the intro looks really dense. We'll probably read that. I don't know if I'll read it tonight, but I wanted to pop up on here and say, hey, got this book. It's going to be hard to read this one because it's a lot of, I'm guessing, Hindu words, some kind of Indian language. So it's going to be pretty difficult to read, I think. But it's not super long. And I don't know, some people, like I said, I only did the reading streams twice. See how that went. And the first time it was popping, everybody loved it. They were super engrossed in the story. Second time was like not it. And the book for me was boring to read because it was like 40-page chapters and a flip book I already read. Um, and if no one's sitting there like, wow, I like this story, it's like, yeah, why am I reading this? Because I already read this. So I just didn't really do it anymore. And these are some bookmarks I was working on, but I didn't realize I had to peel the paint when it was wet. So it's like a whole thing. Right. But you were one of the people who was on the first one who was like, wow, this is actually really nice. But the second one wasn't popping in the same way. And I was like, dude, I can't read this book if nobody's going to show up and listen to it because I already read the book. But I've never read this book and it's spiritual text. So I feel like it kind of fits our lane better. And I think eventually I would like to finish Be Here Now. I find, I'm pretty sure I have it. I don't remember where I put it though. I don't know why I wouldn't. Um, we got to the yoga part, and I was gonna try to like do the yoga with y'all. And I just never really had the space to do it, but I kind of do now, so that's cool. Um, yeah. So anyway, I was gonna just tell you about this conversation I had with a friend the other day. We were talking about, like, I don't know, I'm going through a transition period. So I think about this too. Um, I feel like I'm finally coming back into myself this week. I'm not even joking when I say this fucking week. I feel more lively than I did. I feel like, oh, nice. Oh, perfect timing, right? Feeling like my old self more in a sense, but a more evolved or mature version of it, right? Because obviously the tea time for September made a huge difference and made an impact. So the past few weeks, maybe it hasn't even been weeks. It may have even been days. I was feeling kind of down. Not down. It was weird. It was just like the wintertime blues, kind of like, oh, I don't want to go outside today. And now I'm mad that I don't want to go outside, and I'm upset that it's not sunny and warm. Have I missed summer? Boo hoo. Like, of course you do. Like, it's cold and it's about to be even colder, right? It's still technically fall. So, the past few days or maybe weeks, I don't know, time is so strange because October went by so molasses slow. So slow. I was like, it's still October? It is still October. How is it only halfway through October? It's only October, this and that. So slow. And then November is almost over now. Yeah. November went so fast. I was like, whoa, okay. So that's how we balance time now. One goes fast, the next goes, or one goes slow and the next goes fast. Because August was a bit of a whirlwind. September kind of dragged for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Like November was what? It's the end already. It's like what, 24th, 25th? How? I don't know. Don't ask me. What was I even doing? Don't know. Couldn't tell you because I didn't even know it happened. Like crazy how quickly that went by. Um, so yeah, I was feeling that kind of kick of like, oh no, it's finally sinking in. Like this transition is happening. LOL, right? This transition is happening, daylight savings time, everything. It just kind of adds up in the Midwest, you know? Canada can relate. So I was feeling like drab. But just in these past few days, today, yesterday, I can't really remember the day before, I feel more fulfilled. I feel like I remember things like the cups, things like the stream. And the thing is, I thought, like, damn, the past couple weeks of my streams is part of the reason my mood started to drop because I was like, okay, so when it's slow, I used to just talk about stuff even if no one else would talk. But lately, I didn't have shit to say, and I was having this own my own spiritual take of like taking rest, taking breaks, questioning everything that I once believed in type phase this fall, you know what I'm saying? Where I was creeping slowly back in, trying not to channel as much, trying to keep it reined in, trying not to expel so much of my energy. So I was like, damn, how did I used to just always have something to talk about? Except for, I think I spent so much of my time on spirituality before, and I was so in it. There was always something that would come up. So there was just always something to talk about. And then I'm like, okay, so how do I get back in tune with my spirituality if I still am trying to talk about things, right? Because the stream's been pretty good. Thank you to all my subs who are such loyal subs. Some of them subbed even when I wasn't streaming, and some of them came right back and subbed as soon as I started again. You should consider subscribing. It helps me keep going. It helps make the channel more worth it. Appreciate it so much. And you don't have to watch ads, and we're gonna get emotes. Got someone offering to help me make some emotes. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. um, I don't know why I was thinking happiness is a warm gun. I never really understood that because it sounds very morbid, dark. I don't like it, violent, right? But anyways, feels good as a metaphor, feels bad literally. Anyway, um, these up and downs, okay? So yeah, trying to find my spirituality, trying to find it in me to be able to talk to y'all again, to know what to talk about. Because the thing is, I'm like, "Oh, I'm bored." And it's like, "Are you bored? Your life is kind of interesting. It's very romantic. You are living like so free, like you're some French girl in the 60s or something. Look at me right now. Like I'm having time of my life. Why doesn't it feel like that all the time?" And it's probably a lot to do with the weather, the conditions of the world, the way that things are in general. Definitely all have their effects. But in these past few days, I was like, fuck it. Got to play some pool. Got to use a jukebox. Old school. Love that shit. Flip through it. Jukebox. Like, oh, when was the last time? Not a digital one, right? Little pinball action. Have fun with it. Do things that you love. Drinking from this silly mug has made my day so you don't even know what it's done for me today. Kept me company all day, Mr. Smiley. Okay. Um, really just bringing joy back, even when there is no sun to bring joy in. Okay. Because that is what it is for me solely. There's like a whole bunch of other things, like I said, the state of the world, conditions we live under, and all these other things definitely bogging us down. But I've always been able to be okay through those things. Now, trying to do my part and whatnot. But no, lately I've just been questioning myself. So I was talking to a friend. This was one of the many things. Like I said, it's not just about going out and doing things. Sometimes it's about finding fulfillment in what you have or who's around you, right? I was talking to a friend about how I was going through this a little bit and how I just felt like I was kind of sitting back and didn't know what to do. And how I didn't have a problem with this even. I've just been chilling. I'm like, it's winter time. It's extra rest. It's not a big deal. I'm low energy, whatever. I'm adjusting. And it came up, I don't remember, I think I must have brought it up, that I am somewhat of a leader type, right? Because people who come on the stream, not that you're followers, but it's literally you hit the follow button, you know? So think of it like leader. He's sipping tea. What's good? Sipping some tea. This is coffee, to be honest with you. I should probably stop drinking it soon. Or we'll stream all night long because we didn't even get to the tarot yet. We're just in chat mode. We're just having some philosophical, spiritual waxing and waning. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, um, anyways, where were we? I was having a conversation about how I'm a bit of a leader, even if leading means random people on the internet into personal revolution, right? Because that's essentially what I'm doing. It's not like I'm leading a very big cause or I'm going anywhere specific, but I lead people to what they need to know to help enrich or better their lives, right? And it seems to happen continuously, time and time again, as I'm told, continuously from many people, some of them present right now, right? So when I'm feeling like I'm sitting back, I'm not doing enough, what the fuck? And I need to figure out how to inspire myself. I look to everything that I have for the magnificence that it is. The fact that I'm not being, you know, ripped from my home is gratitude that some people in the world don't have to hold on to. And that's why it's like, you want to talk about Thanksgiving? You should be grateful that people are not seeking revenge on all of us for taking what wasn't ours in the first place. I'm grateful for that, you know? Just a reminder, great way to like kind of contribute to reparations without having to try so hard. Is just listening to music on your major streaming platforms. Granted, it's not much, but if we all did it, it sure would add up. So if you want to talk Thanksgiving, you want to talk some little reparations, why don't you go put on some Redbone, put on some Northern Cree, find you some jams from some indigenous people, and make sure they get the plays and get paid. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know where to start, that's a good place. Just a reminder, and that goes for anybody. Just choose what you listen to, right? think about all the littler artists. Littler, that's such a silly word. Smaller, silly. But you get what I'm saying? Bully Boy put out an album. You should drop the link, homie. The Virgo, if you're still there. Um, so being very grateful for these things that we think of as nothing to us, like barely even notice these things on a day-to-day basis because we're so ingrained in our lives that we do forget or yeah, dude, shut up. I'll do it, you goofball. I just use YouTube though. Um, I feel like everybody on Twitch kind of unanimously does use YouTube more than any other platform. Just like the nature of the stream, I think. Um, so I don't think he's indigenous, so this is like irrelevant to the conversation that we were having, but it's just again like get people paid. It adds up. Get people paid, get people paid, you know. That's okay. You know what? That's how I felt about my mixtape after I put it out, and then I like deleted my platforms. Like I deleted my SoundCloud and Bandcamp because I was going through a phase where I was throwing a bunch of stuff out and deleting things. But all my music is still on my website, which is kind of a cool thing in my opinion. I like that everything that I make is on my own website instead of these bigger platforms because yes, I am sacrificing a larger audience, which does hurt my business. And it's not to be stubborn about these things, but because it's I wanted to create this. Like I wanted to create something that was mine. Like this isn't really about being seen. It's not really about being known or heard as much as it's like my own little world and my creation. Like this is what I make. It's like a little bubble flow, you know? Just everything that I do in one place. So but then when I revisited my mixtape, I haven't actually listened to it. I just thought about it. It's like funny and raw and real and clever and weird. And maybe it's not that good, but it was so much fun to make. And I was so about it. And I love, dude, the Bring It On mix in the mixtape is like, I don't care. I don't care how good it is. I don't care if people like it. I don't care if people listen to it. The Bandcamp had like 100 views on it before I deleted it. It was so silly of me, but I was just going through it. Um, it was a lot of fun to make, and so I still really like it, and I probably wouldn't remake it. So I just hope that that is inspiring to you to like appreciate Virgo for what it is and just do it different the next time you do it. You know, like I would definitely want to put out music that is more refined that I feel comfortable putting on other platforms. But this ain't the music. This is just my first time I've ever made music. I did an album cover and then a bunch of covers from different albums and then the mixtape. And that's the only music experience I have. So it was fun for me. And I share it so if people want to enjoy it or if they want the confidence to do what they do, because they're probably better than I am. So like, if she can do it, I can do it. Great. I hope I inspire that attitude in people. I really hope I do. You know? Like I that's like the whole point of being an artist to me. Yeah, that's why I was talking about reparations that don't cost you any money because I get where you're coming from. I get that you don't feel like it's your personal responsibility because to some extent it's not. I also come from a family of immigrants who were not here for any of the things that took place against indigenous people, but I still reap the benefits of what they went through. And I'm still somewhat protected under the guise of white supremacy simply for being white, no matter where my family comes from or how much I did in affect colonization on a personal level. Um, but again, we don't all have the means to just like give away what we have because we don't have very much, and that's very difficult. Which is why I'm like, you could just listen to like literally be on Spotify and listen to certain artists. Like I said, even if we're not talking reparations necessarily, but talking about smaller artists who aren't as known and like playing them on the platform and they make some change. But whatever, if we all listen to indigenous music for one day, it could, you know what I mean? That's things that you can do because we're all implicit to it. Hello. If you're just tuning in, I haven't started tarot yet. We're just kind of chatting right now about random stuff. If anything comes up, we're talking about Thanksgiving, hence why the reparations conversation was going on. Um, because the history of this holiday sucks, but the camaraderie of it isn't so bad. The food to me, I'm gonna say something very controversial in American culture. I don't know where y'all are all from. You feel free to tell us because it's always really fun to see like times a day and stuff. But I think Thanksgiving food lineup is like pretty mediocre food. Don't know. It's like okay, and like you can make it really good, but yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. Like this country's history is really dark and full of witchcraft. You're not wrong. Just like Catholicism and stuff too. Um, it's a lot going on. It is a lot going on. So that's why it's like, okay. But I get that people really do just want to spend time with their families and eat food together, and I don't see anything wrong with that. But then they follow it up with Black Friday, and it's like, this is why everyone hates that you're here. Like the audacity to be like, oh, we're so thankful to be able to be here, even though we slaughtered your people and put you on reservations and still don't give you your full rights as human American citizens. Okay. Besides that, what else? You know, um, pretty crazy stuff. So there's nothing really nefarious about spending time with your family and eating food. It's not even purely gluttony to like eat in excess just because it's like then you take it home. You don't celebrate holidays at all? Any holidays? What about birthdays? Are you Jehovah Witness? Shouldn't call you Jehovah, right? That'd be like calling you God. Are you Jehovah's Witness? Are you a witness? Can I get a witness? I love holidays. I love any reason to celebrate. I will celebrate pretty much any holiday in regard. Because, like I said, I'm still conscious of what's going on. I'm not going to not talk about, hey, good for you. I'm not going to not talk about the history of a holiday or what it truly means just because I'm celebrating it. Oh, it's you. You might get blocked, bro. Hi. No, I look good tonight. Don't get me wrong. Thank you. Just don't get creepy, okay? You got a little creepy last time. You already have some red flags, Leo. But thank you. I think this is a really cute, like French girl in the 60s. It's okay. You were maybe just horny that day. I don't really know. Um, This is my Thanksgiving dress. I wore it last year too. I can't help it. I don't have anything that's more Thanksgiving than this dress. So, anyway, if you're just tuning in, what's up? Dink is back in the building. How you doing? How you doing? Forgot you're my mod too. I have two mods, you guys, and they're both great. Um, how are you? Happy Thanksgiving. We've been talking about the dichotomy of knowing what it's about and celebrating anyway. Um, for the past, I don't know. It's so came down to the outfit being my Thanksgiving outfit. Oh, okay. Yeah, every day is a special occasion. As long as you're on that page, I can totally get behind what you're saying about holidays. If you don't celebrate at all, that's like sad. But if you celebrate all the time in anything, that's great. Um, Interesting atheistic Satanist. I've been there. Now I'm like, God, the neon spaghetti monster in space type person. Yeah, me too. And yesterday, we made our food yesterday. You're back. You're back. We did ham instead of turkey and mac and cheese, mashed potatoes. That's the thing. It's like all the food, the greens were probably the best part. I don't even know. Um, all the best food seems to just be, I don't know. People go crazy for Thanksgiving because they wait all year to eat the food that they eat on Thanksgiving. And to me, it's like You waited all this time because it's a lot of effort, but it's like it's just it's just most basic. Like what even? It's just mashed potatoes, man. Like how many times in your life have you eaten mashed potatoes? Why are y'all freaking the fuck out about some, you know? And like turkey, decent for a bird, I guess, but I don't even really fuck with turkey that heavy for how much effort you gotta put into cooking a turkey. It's just like it's okay, I guess. Stuffing, hit or miss. They hit or miss. Stuffing is the one thing that's like, okay, that's what other time of the year do you have stuffing? Totally. Um, right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Turkey's not really it for me. Mac and cheese is good, but you have mac and cheese at any occasion, not just Thanksgiving. And a lot of people don't do mac and cheese at Thanksgiving. We did, but I don't know. So it's just funny. Okay, you're welcome. Yeah, exactly. So it's just funny that Americans get so hype about this holiday because I like its value again when you come together with the people you love, and you share a meal and you work together to create that meal, and everybody brings a part of the meal or together. So it's not about gifts. That's nice that we have a holiday that's not based in consumerism. So it should be, yeah, but it's not here in America. Especially when it's again, it's kinda like everyday ass food. It's just, like, a weird that they have a specific menu. Like, it's kind of isn't that a funny thing? Like, there's no it's just a menu of a holiday. It's just a foodie holiday. Like, it's very bizarre because, again, why wait a second. Why are y'all telling the kids you celebrate y'all are telling the kids that you celebrate Thanksgiving because they shared a meal with the Pilgrims who then turned around and killed them at Trail of Tears? Okay, wait, why? What? Why don't you just pick a different reason to have Thanksgiving? Like, why are you even talking about the Pilgrims? Like, there's some kind of I'm sorry, what is even going on there? Why go down that road if all this is about is a goddamn food menu, anyways? Like, I don't even think that's that controversial of a take. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think I feel like that's pretty real. That's pretty accurate. It's really just a menu. It's so bizarre. Because Christmas, there's no set Christmas foods. There's certain things that come out for the holidays, but there's no such thing as Christmas foods. There's no such thing as Easter foods, except like Italian culture. We have certain foods that we put up for Easter. So probably religious people do. Yeah, right. You have to like eat the Bible, yeah, for Easter. Because that's how Jesus died. Too much paper. Um, sorry, that's not even funny because it was actually so morbid. But yeah, isn't that? It's just it's a weird, it's a weird little holiday tradition where everyone in America eats the same goddamn thing. It's like being at school lunch all over again. Everyone sits at their own little table and then they fucking share plates or something. I don't know. Isn't it bizarre? It's very bizarre. I've never really broken it down so much before, but when you do, it's like, huh, sure is funny, isn't it? Sure is funny. Um, how we doing though? How we doing? I can't believe I've been streaming for 45 minutes already. This is how it used to be on stream. This is what I'm saying. It's just been in the past couple days that I feel like I can really come back and be streaming like we used to. I did a 3 hour stream the other night. You know, that's crazy. I haven't done a 3 hour stream in months, it feels like. And then I posted, oh, by the way, y'all, I posted all my old streams. Still out. Does it really have wax paper? I posted a new tier called Romantics. So it's got a new writing piece that I did, as well as all of my past Twitch streams, and it's only $5, $5.55 for a year subscription. So you can probably watch all the past Twitch streams by then, and all the past Twitch streams coming up will also be on there. Yeah, Easter is pretty cool and it's pretty hardcore and it's very goth. Big fan of Jesus over here. I grew up Catholic, which basically the witches of Christianity. Um, but Easter's pretty cool. Easter is weird. This weird emphasis on the way Jesus died is very sadistic, I want to say. And I don't know that Jesus was a masochist or if he was just caught up with a bunch of sadists. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really weird how they talk about his death as much as they do because it was so horrific that it's like, can we let the man rest in what we say, peace? No? You're just gonna keep talking about his death over and over again and then go believe in the Holy Spirit like ghosts ain't real. Okay, and then let a bunch of people die in his name in brutal ways, and then you want to carry on about that too. Okay, it's wild. So yeah, but dropped a link, new tier, 555. There's some other stuff on there too, like a channeled tarot lesson with Aleister Crowley and me going through every card in the tarot deck, explaining it in many different ways. And then the romantics one's the new one. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's pretty wild. That's what I mean. It's like, why? What is the obsession with this stuff? But as a necromancer myself, just like Jesus, he didn't just talk to dead people and God like I do. He brought people back from the dead. He was full blown doing necromancy. Like he wasn't just a necromancer like me, or I reanimate them in my mind's eye, blah blah blah. He was full blown doing that shit. Crazy. Um, should we do some tarot? Yeah, I hope so. I don't it's my website isn't super active. Like I try to post about it as much as I can think to. Um yeah, dude, please do. It's only $5 for the whole year. So if you can, I would love that. Appreciate it. I'm not super that's awesome. Thank you. All my past Twitch streams being on there is some hardcore content. My Twitch streams used to be it. And they're still cool. Like this is definitely a vibe, but I'm trying to pull back on how much energy I exert during these readings. So I've been trying not to do any channeled messages on stream, but that was primarily what the stream was. Okay, that sounds good. Oh yeah, thank you, Boo. Um, but yeah, the VODs I always export them to my YouTube, and then they're on Patreon, but I'm probably gonna delete my Patreon because I was putting the past streams on there, but that was $5 a month. And I'm like, you know what? We'll do a year. I don't care. It's just like you can pay for the fucking all the content. But it don't have to be a monthly fee. We'll just do $5. And then I have a new writing piece on there, which is also totally worth $5 at least. You know what I mean? Um, ooh, the holidays are the seven deadly sins. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm too inconsistent to have reach. And I'm too controversial to have pull, if that makes sense. Because I don't consistently post or like I'm not really in the algorithm like that. And some people don't post a lot, but they just like have a lot of followers and sometimes that works. But my following's not that big because I don't really engage with random accounts. Um yeah, and I'm the leader type, as we were talking about earlier. I can't remember if you were here yet. But I don't post in the way that a business account needs to post to be integrated into the system, like as an artist page on my Instagram and stuff. On Twitch, there's not a whole lot of advertising going on for either one, right? And so my website, again, like if I'm not using it, why would anyone else use it? So I forget to do blog posts. People read the blogs and they like it when I do it, but then I don't do it for months at a time. And honestly, if I want it to work, you're supposed to be doing it every fucking day then. Lately, I ain't even got anything to say. That's why I only do blog posts once in a while because I do it when I got something special to write. Yeah, we can definitely talk about that. That'd be dope. Because I need something. Yeah, that'd be nice. And you're constantly changing yours up too, so I'd be interested to work with you on that. Um, so my engagement is definitely low because I'm just not consistent. The forums were cool. The forums are a cool idea. I feel like forums are really old school internet and not really a thing as much anymore because the platforms that we're on, the comment section is the forum. But usually forums are a lot more niche rather than just random content you see on the timeline. You know what I'm saying? So um, I grew up in forums rather than on timelines. So I thought that was cool, but I was like, if I don't use it, why would anybody else use it? And I think a lot of people were around and then like they stopped watching the stream. They forgot that they were a member on my website. Yeah, I know. You're at that age, huh? Um, this was a great chat hour. Like, that's what I'm saying. The past few streams, like I would say the past few weeks, I guess the past couple months that I've been streaming again, I just didn't know what to say. And I was like, I don't know. Um, but something about the past few days. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I'm glad you brought this back up. Um, New Year's, New Year's Day can be sloth because it's like everything's closed and everybody's got the day off and everybody's drinking the night before. Um, Greed is definitely Christmas. Wrath, definitely Easter. It's all about his death. Gluttony, Thanksgiving, this is what we just talked about. And being Halloween, I could see that. I don't know if I would put Pride as birthdays. I would say Independence Day would be, well, okay, I don't know if you're American. But 4th of July would definitely be Pride because it's like literally pride in your country. And it's like, for what? Lust, Valentine's Day is great. And then Sloth, I think New Year's Day would make a great sloth. What do you think? I do love this concept. I meant to go back to that and then I forgot that it came up. So sorry about that. Oh, I could see that. Or that could be gluttony too. Yeah. Yeah. St. Patrick's Day is such a crazy, like, again, it's like, what are we doing? People are so funny about their traditions, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, because birthdays aren't really a holiday anyway. Um, ooh, love that take. Yeah. It's like literally the epitome of pride, American pride. So crazy. I ain't even gonna lie though. Like I said, I'll celebrate anything. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't see the flaws in this country and I don't agree with the way that America treats other people in the world. And I don't agree with the way that America treats its own citizens all the time, depending on the citizens. And I don't agree with a lot of things that the American Gloria does. And you gotta like, I'm an angsty, rebellious 30-year-old teenager. So I'm like, what the fuck are y'all celebrating independence bullshit? You stole this whole country from other people. What the fuck are you talking about? But I do love to drink blended alcoholic beverages and watch fireworks. I do. Who does it? Have you ever done it? Maybe from a beach? You ever done it on a beach? Oh my god. Oh my god. Such a fun holiday. But you got to be real about it. Like, no, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like everything's perfect or this is the right way to approach things or do things. But yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Um, so guilty, but I'm a deadhead and therefore an American. You know what I mean? So, anyways, I do have to roll the ads soon. What's going on? Um, do we want to keep chatting? I don't even have to do tarot tonight if y'all don't want me to. I did so much tarot today. Did you catch the YouTube videos? I already put a link, but I'll link them again. Who cares? Um, Not like you're gonna watch them right now anyway, but they're actually only they're I don't think any of them are more than 10 minutes long. So you could theoretically maybe even watch some of it while we're on an ad break. Actually, Taurus, I think, is the only one that's over 10 minutes long and it's fairly over. So here's a link to the November playlist. Once again, Zodiac videos. I have the same amount of followers as my birthday, 426. Love that. Okay. Hell yeah. To the fireworks. Oh, cool. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I'm the same way with music. Um, Glad you didn't OD, man. Um, I am building a tiny following for tarot, not really music. I think I already did share a link to my music if you want to listen to it. I had fun making it, and I think that's the real point for me. If other people like it, that's super cool. I don't know that anybody really does, but there it is. Um, I agree. So I don't think I was healed enough to really accept what I'm meant to become in this life. And now that I'm more healed, I think I'm preparing to accept a lot of the things that I was manifesting. Um, I also went through a phase with music where I was making a ton of music all summer long, and then I just stopped. I barely sing anymore, except I was singing on here tonight, which I love. I was singing in the Libra reading on YouTube, and I realized, like, yep, I still enjoy singing, and I still sound pretty good in my opinion. So I gotta roll the ads though. So when we come back, do we want to keep chatting? Do we want to do tarot? What is everybody in the mood for? I don't know how late I'm gonna stream. I feel like kind of tired, but like not tired, tired. You know what I'm saying? I'm sipping on coffee and I was ready. I waited a little longer to start the stream a little later because I don't know, my stream still seems to be doing well between midnight and 3 a.m. You want to do some tarot? Let's do some tarot. I don't want to wait too long to do tarot and we can always chat afterwards. Like I said, I have 3 decks tonight. Um, we'll probably use them all. I don't know how long each reading will be, but yeah, we'll get into it. I'm gonna roll the ads. I'll be back in 3 minutes. I love to remind people to utilize the break times because it's just ads, anyways. Grab a glass of water, light some incense if you want to journal, and get a pen or pencil to like take notes for yourself during the stream. Get up, stretch a little bit, dance around, get a snack, whatever you got to do. Do it now because we got 3 whole minutes until I'll be back. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's what you should do, and we'll reconvene in 3. Okay. Hey, y'all, sorry, my earring keeps falling out. We decided on tarot, right? I try to do this during my breaks and not look like I'm fucking adult addict, but here we are. Um, my earring keeps falling out. And it's upsetting to me. If it happens again, I might just take them out. It's funny. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the earrings off. They're very heavy and I don't want to wear just one. I don't know why it's slipping. They're pretty heavy, but this one seems to be doing fine. Maybe I'll switch the backings. See if that helps. Even though they're the same backing, it's the same earring. That's why I'm so confused. But I'll try it. It already feels like the same for that one. And it'll probably be the same for this one. We'll see. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Okay. So, yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work. Oh, now they both fell out. Okay, cool. We're gonna give up on these earrings. They're really cool. I got them, I think from Buffalo Exchange in St. Louis. Fucking cool. And these are not the original backings for the earrings, which is why they keep slipping off. They worked all day. It was fine all day. Didn't think that happened during any of my readings until a personal reading. So after a full day, they just couldn't hold up anymore. Taking note of that. Anyways, sorry for the distraction. That's why it was taking me so long to come back on stream from the ad break, but then I did, and I still wasn't ready. So it's funny you say that because I don't know if you listen to my music at all. Like I said, I already dropped the link so many times. I don't need to drop it again. But some of my covers, that's exactly what I do. It's just hum and kind of like make noises. I'm sorry, make goofy noises and hum in layers to make covers of songs that already exist. So Morib on the Burgermeister is probably the best example. And then Mortal Acceptance as well, if you looked on there. The mixtape obviously is all just like beats from songs that exist. So those were really easy transitions. But some of the covers, there's other ones too I can't think of right now. I just like made the beat myself, basically. Um, so it is, and that's what makes it so fun, and is to be creative and to make sounds. Making sounds is fun. Making noise is fun. Love to sing. Um, okay, so we're doing tarot. And once again, we'll go over the decks. I have the mystery deck because this is what I used for the zodiac readings today. I got the pink deck because I used it for a personal reading today. And I have the Guardian of the Night Tarot because it's been a while and I felt like it kind of matched my dress. And that's usually just how I pick tarot lately. I don't know what order we're going to go in. I think I'm just going to start with the mystery deck because I've been doing it all day. So we'll do a quick collective message with that. And then I guess the pink deck because it's just like a regular deck of mine. And then the Guardian of the Night Tarot because it's a little bit more, I don't want to say high caliber, but I want to say high caliber. So I think that's the order that we'll go in. So we're starting with the mystery deck. This is my deck that is reserved for channel messages from gods, goddesses, guides, and galactics, as well as twin flame readings. Deck in. Deck in. And the Kraken of the Tarot. Wow. Okay. This deck was pretty lively during the zodiac readings today. And it seems to be pretty lively now. That's good though. All right, so we've got eighth position air here. Two things. One hurts, one helps. Why are you still holding on to what hurts? Are you afraid to lose what helps? We have third position fire going on a journey. Packing up, hitting the road there, especially for the masculines. That'd be fire and air versus feminines being water and earth. We have first position air, so definitely some intergalactics coming to touch base with us here. We have something blocking you from coming into alignment between your body and your mind. Something blocks. Oh, welcome back. Something that is blocking you. King of Earth. So maybe your financial state is actually preventing you from connecting your mind and your body. Okay. We have first position fire. So another ace, which again, intergalactics every time when I use this deck. We have healing here. Being on a necessary road to healing. And integrity, knowing that the sake of your healing is your own reputation, your own well being, your own livelihood. You have to do these things. The child is here to remind you to start taking those first steps towards whatever your goal is. Got a couple face down card here. So what's the blockage to your emotions? I'm feeling some emotional blockages, maybe bottling up or suppressing the way you're feeling. And what are the blockages? We have choice and seventh position, earth. So you feel like you making a decision to be able to get in touch with your emotions goes against who you are as a person. You feel like this is just who you are, is to be a little bit or somewhat detached. um, but that's what's blocking you is from choosing to feel them. You are the feminine, whether it's you or another person, is totally unprepared for whatever situation is about to arise. And the masculine is not quite aligned. He's not out of alignment, but he's not in alignment either. He's just not quite there yet. And the femme does not know what to do about it, is not ready for this roller coaster whatsoever. I feel like this reading is probably just short because I use this deck all day today. And if you want a closer look, you can go to my YouTube channel, which I already linked it so many times in the chat. You can scroll up and find it, or you can go to my link tree and you can find it that way. Um, the counselor. It's okay to seek counsel on things, whether you need advice or need to see a therapist. Whoa, popped out twice. Maybe it's both those things. Perfectly okay. Oh, 111 on the timer. Coming into alignment. Perfect timing. Okay, I think that's it. Go on this journey ahead. Do so with dude and kindness. All right. So next up, pink deck. So this deck is reserved for romantic connections, partners of that kind, and or soulmate connections, partners that can be of any kind. Soulmate connections are relationships that are very chill and easygoing, good long-term connections, childhood best friends that you stay connected to, cousins that you always get along with, siblings that you never fight with. Those are going to be your soulmates. Coworkers that you know work well with, alongside with. But this is both. So this is about soulmate connections and romantic relationships. So just take whichever applies to you or however the situation resonates. I'm gonna have to grab these cards off the floor so we've got something to look at for the future. I thought it was more than two, but I only found two down there. Cute. So what is going on? Wow. Not getting anything else from these. Bottom of the deck is unrevealed. Isn't that funny? Let's flip it anyway. Ace of Cups. You need to change your perspective on things. What's the top of the deck? Three of Cups. It's time to celebrate a little bit. It's time to fucking get back into the swing of things. Can't stay home forever. We have these two face down cards here, and it's the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Wands. It might be really hard to say how you feel, but you're gonna have to say how you feel anyways, whether it's good or bad, what this person wants to hear or not. It doesn't matter. You still need to say how you feel, whether they feel the same way or not. It doesn't matter. You still need to come say how you feel, and you need to face it head on. You need to say it in person. You need to say it to their face. Okay? We got a card face down on its side, and it's the Eight of Cups. You're not ready to walk away from something. Maybe you got in a fight with someone that you're with or that you wanted to be with, but you are not ready to walk away from that situation. Knight of Cups could be the father of your child or someone you want to be the father of your child, a water sign man. It could be representing your own father figure and how that influences your relationships. But either way, the Knight of Cups represents a daddy. Knight of Swords is what you are not seeing. A little bit cutthroat, hardworking. You don't really see the effort that's going into this. On the surface, it doesn't look like much effort, but underneath, yeah, the Wheel of Fortune hasn't quite turned yet. The efforts have not been shown, but they have been made. Okay. We have the moon, which is Pisces. Okay, so worst case scenario, what's your best possible outcome? If you were to get left out in the cold, how would you handle it? Well, Capricorn here, not well. We got the devil, lacking self control, lacking control in general, possessive nature, aggression, addiction, vices, all the bad stuff. But then we also have a union. Ain't that interesting? Four of Wands with the devil. So you might be marrying the freaking devil. You might, that's why you're afraid to be left out in the cold because you're not sure how this person's going to react because that's their nature. Queen of Cups, you sure about that? You sure you want to sign up for that? You sure you want to be in that situation with that person? Page of Swords and Temperance. Yeah, you're going to do whatever it takes. Stubborn ass little fucking Page of Swords here. And Temperance in reverse, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. Wow. Cheers, baby. Hell yeah. I'll smoke with you even though I just ripped the fuck out of my dad pen. Okay, yeah. Whoa. Judgment at the bottom of the deck. The Chariot and the Four of Pentacles. An easy ride as long as you know what it is that you've got and hold on to what you value. Oh, are y'all ready? Cheers. Justice, Libra. All right, last deck of the night. Sorry that those were only like 10-minute readings for those other ones, but I used this one all day, and then the other one, the personal reading I did, it was really short too, and I ended up using the other decks for it. So, Guardian of the Night Tarot. This is like the Akashic and Dream interpretation deck. Big, bulky deck, but it is only 78 cards. So, let's see what they've got to say tonight. I haven't used these in a while, so I was glad they kind of matched the fit. Hearing a song I don't really feel like singing. Ain't that funny? What's going on with the Akash? What are you trying to tell us? Damn. Okay, well, not much is coming out for these either. I was thinking about Comfortably Numb while I was shuffling. Pink Floyd song. Just a little pinprick first. So Ace of Pentacles on its side would indicate that the bag is not quite secure, but it is not a loss. Then we have the Star, which is Aquarius, and also things coming to you as a surprise. So whether or not you know the bag's not secure, it'll become as a surprise to you, or it'll surprise you how you do secure the bag. What you're not seeing is the Queen of Swords in reverse. There might be an air sign that has left your life. You might be trying too hard to hold on to things and not being willing to take charge towards them. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, so I see that things will be turning in your favor soon. Getting that thing upright. Oh, the World. This is easily one of my favorite cards in this deck. I think the World card is my favorite in almost every deck that I've ever seen, really. Gorgeous card. Isn't this just beautiful? Things do work out for you. The Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor with the World is definitely a good sign. But we do have Five of Wands, so emotionally speaking, things might not feel that great, but financially speaking, they are starting to look up. What else is going on? Okay, what else is going on? Ten of Wands. Okay. Big food. Big food? No. Big feelings. Big mood. Big food. Future's looking bright, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, we've got the Hanged Man here, being dedicated to a cause, but make sure that you're not, dying in the process. And of Swords with that Ten of Wands is not looking good. That's the whole world falling apart around you. We got the Knight of Cups here, so that's the masculine presenting in a very compassionate and even feminine form. Very much a paternal card, fatherly figure. And the King of Wands, passionate man, king of the jungle. That's why he's represented by this lion. Very good. Very good. We've got King of Swords here, so that would be a lot of efforts, maybe a little bit of a cold tongue, but a hardworking person, no less, maybe needing to make cuts in certain places in your life. We have the Eight of Pentacles, staying true to the self. Look, this is the hive mind, doing what's best for the greater good and not just you, and that's how you are your best self, right? And then we have the Page of Cups, moving through things, going with the flow, getting through it day by day, swimming along, trucking along, whatever you want to say. And the future cards, again, look great. We have the Star and the Knight of Wands, which the only reason it's the Knight is because the King was already in the reading. So if you are dealing with a fire sign, I would say there's some good signs about fire signs. If you are a fire sign, then you'll see you really showing up for yourself. Aquarius as well. Okay, well, I guess that's it. Just like a quick reading tonight. Death in reverse. Okay, so things might not be changing like you want them to right now because it's winter time. It's what we've been talking about for weeks now. How it's just everything's changing, going through the transition of everything dying, waiting for it to all come back to life. But we can't just sit here and wait because the situation ain't gonna change. We have to adapt to it, just like we do every year, somehow, some way. I do think that's it for these cards, though, and that's all three decks. Just 25 minutes of tarot, I guess. I hope that resonated for y'all. Shout out to the lurkers who are lurking. Shout out to the chatters who are chatting. Shout out to the subscribers who are subscribing. Thank y'all so much. How's it going? Is it quiet now? I don't know if we want to take a quick ad break stretch moment. My back, for some reason, starts hurting while I'm doing tarot. Like, I felt like I was fine up until I just did the tarot. If you're just tuning in, you just missed all three of my tarot decks for the evening. I think we'll go back to chat mode for a little bit before I go. I would like to be able to stream for at least 2 hours tonight. Yeah, you don't even like tarot, bro. We're about to be in chat mode just for you, Dom. Just kidding. It's just because I'm done with tarot for the night. I was recording. You know what? Tell me about it after the ads. I think I'm just gonna. I know it's only been 30 minutes and not an hour, but like I said, I'm gonna stretch a little bit, um, and then we'll just chat for a while. Okay? Okay. Sounds good. And we're back just to chat for a little bit. Like I said, I like to make it to 2 hours, but I don't know who's still here, who's lurking, who's chatting. I feel like we were having a pretty good conversation earlier. I wish we could just pick it back up. We talked about the holidays representing the seven deadly sins, which I think is pretty accurate and ironic all in one go. Um, I think, well, I just finished a writing piece, and I know I already brought it up. It's part of the Romantics here on my website. I'll link it one more time. Um, it's $5.55 for the year. I thought that was a pretty good deal. It's all the past streams and also actually I'll just link you straight to it. Just sign up and then make the purchase. Nice. So you can find my new writing piece in there. It's mostly about PMDD. So that's another thing I was going to bring up. When I didn't really have anything to talk about on stream, I was just talking about my PMDD. But the thing is, it's been so manageable the past few months. Pretty much all summer it was a lot better than it usually is. And lately, it's like I can tell it has its effects. It's probably why the past few days it's been highs and lows over the weeks. But there's not as much to say there. So the writing piece that's in the Romantics here is about how I've been coping with that and how much it affected my life and how much it is better now. And how it does feel like my life is beginning in my 30s is crazy because some people think that's so old. Gonna chew, boiling boy. But to me, it feels very young because I'm just now getting the hang of things and getting to know myself in ways that is actually helpful to me and the people around me. So that's what the new writing piece is about. It does dip it a lot into religion because it's kind of a reference to an old piece that I wrote that was really bad. It probably doesn't go into enough detail in certain matters, but hopefully I come up with another writing piece soon and just continue to post things of that nature. So I want to try to do more blog posts, like little intermittent pieces, but also more um, essay style stuff as well. This is like a dissertation level. It's like 30 pages. I guess dissertations are probably more like 60, but still. um, it's not very well written research, but a lot of it is my own personal research being shared in my ventures with PMDD. So just consider it 555 for the year. Not bad. All my past streams are on there. So that's chill. Other than that, that was a big thing I accomplished this week, but I don't even know if anybody's read it yet because I put it behind a paywall. Huh, who would have thunk? Um, I'm trying to use my website more and get more use out of the members pages and stuff because a lot of people signed up to be a member. But again, I was pretty quiet on there, so everyone else was kind of quiet too. And now seems like the hype has died down. You can become a member for free on my website, by the way, if you didn't already know that. So you can go check that out if you want to. Um, I really like writing. I think I've always been pretty strong in writing and English and stuff. Thank you. It seems like not many are watching it at this point, which is fine. I'm just kind of wrapping it up and babbling for the next 20 or so minutes. Um, so writing is always something that I've had quite a bit of confidence in with myself. I feel like I've always been a good writer, so it's like something that never really goes away. But sometimes I do get major writer's block, and I feel like I had it for the better part of the past few years. So putting out this piece means a lot to me, even though it's only 30 pages. I did write it. I wrote some of it a while ago, and then picked it back up and pretty much finished it in a week. Um, Light editing, did a read through, which I don't always do read throughs, so it's a big accomplishment in and of itself. Yeah, yeah. And it seems like a lot to other people a lot of the time when I say I type a certain amount. It's like 17,000 words. I did probably 15,000 of them this week. Um, to me, that's not much. Because it's just writing, it comes naturally to me. Right. And I always forget that. I always discredit the things that I do as like, oh, anybody could do it. It's like not anybody could do it. Just enjoy that you're a writer and relish in that gift. Um, Daughter of Gonzo, lover of pranksters, never much of a drinker. Unlike most great writers. Hey, I was just kind of talking about you because I was talking about emotes. I never DM'd you. I mean, to send you a whisper about that because maybe I'll do it right now. I want emotes. That was you, right? I already did tarot for the evening, so you can definitely watch the replay. It's after the first hour is chatting and then 30 minutes. Thank you. It's because I was listening to the song, I used it in my story. Shock me like an electric eel, baby girl, boom, boom, no electric feel. I did electric stream. Yeah, it's such a jam, dude. MGMT really made music for an era, and if you were there, oh, good gracious, aren't you fucking glad you were? Going to Lollapalooza in 2009 was like everything, okay? That Girl Talk set, maybe that was 2008. I don't remember, but oh my lord. Yeah. Making electricity. Yeah. Ooh, girl. Yes. Yes. Oh, good. Girl talk? Shut up. Oh my god. Are you just calling me old? Yeah, I went to Lollapalooza in high school. It was a lot of fun. I went to a lot of festivals in high school. I'm really grateful for that. My teen life experience was very grown for who I was as a person. It's kind of funny. I feel like I was more mature back then than I am now. And that's only because I was mature for my age and then I didn't mature at all. And now I got older. So it's like, oh, great. I love that. Um, Girl Talk was it too, though. Like music in 2009 era, like those late aughts, whatever. There's some good times. I don't use Discord. Is there any other way to do it? Oh, that was you. It's good to go back to that. Oh, girl. Boom, boom. Okay. I don't really know what that is. Is that the one with Rosario Dawson? No, that's Pluto Nash, I think. Oh no, what? Okay, are you gonna share the pic? I don't use Discord. Oh, Journey to the Center of the Earth was his last big movie before. Okay, I see what you're saying. Is there any other way for us to communicate and make emotes besides Discord? My shamanic friend. What should I call you, Shamanic Awakening? Because that doesn't sound. Just shaman? How? Are you serious? What do you do to make them? When do you stream? 'Cause sometimes I randomly have time to watch streams and then I'm not, it seems like no one's ever streaming. Like today, there was no one I follow except Tolik and the stream wasn't loading. No one was live. So, am I following you? Try to follow anybody who streams. I am now. So I'll know if you are. What's Moki? That's what you use? Or that's what I call you. Moki? Oh, wow. That might work. Every day? I think that's Central Time? What is CET? Central? I might be able to make that happen. Every day? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, see. Oh yeah, you're in the Netherlands? Central. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Going to the world clock. Gonna add. What city do you live in, if you don't mind? So I can look it up on my world clock app on my iPhone and add it so that I always know what time it is where you are. I have Sydney and New York and London on here and Cupertino, but I don't think I put that. I think that was on Adamstown. I don't remember who that is either. Or a major city near you or a city that's in your time zone, not the city that you're in. Oh, cool. Do you actually live in Amsterdam? Oh, so it's 6:30 in the morning? What are you doing right now? Okay, that's cool. What the fuck are you doing? Are you still awake or did you just wake up? So when you okay, so it's wow, we have really different schedules. So you're gonna be streaming. Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. So you're just waking up. So you're gonna be streaming in like 5 hours. I'm gonna be sleeping. It's gonna be very hard for me to catch one of your streams. Um, that is a very radical time difference. Cause yeah, in 5 hours I'm gonna be sleeping. I don't wake up like when you wake up, that's for sure. Maybe one night I'll try to stay up and stream. Okay, I have IG too. What's yours? I'm at Illy Millie and I own the stacks. Oh, I found you. This is the guy. Oh yeah, I see your tarot name and shit. That's cool. Nice to meet you. Well, I don't know. That's what I don't know. What kind of emotes do you 444 with 4 viewers? That was fun. I don't really know. What do you think? Like, I don't really use Twitch that much, and that's why I don't really know like what I'm doing. Okay, whatever that means. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Maybe some gothic like stuff. It's a and yeah. Um, I don't know. Um, yeah, I think that would suit the channel pretty well. People know me to be dark and mysterious, I think. Even though I'm not, I don't, maybe I'm not very mysterious. I'm pretty open. Goddamn Gloria. Gloria would be a good one. That would be a really good one. If it just said Gloria every time somebody meant to say something about you know who, that would be great. Yeah, that's our code word. I don't know if you knew. I think it sounds like you knew about that. I try to avoid saying the GOVT word so that they don't have to watch my stream because it sounds like I'm cursing them. Um, A police hat with Gloria on it would also go hard. Or a goddamn Gloria. God damn it, Gloria. Yeah. 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 What if it was just a hat that said Gloria, so it's like wearing your government hat? Oh shit, I was not supposed to say it, but LOL. Um, you know what I'm saying? That's hilarious. They've always known. They probably flagged Gloria on this channel. Like, what is she up to? They cannot figure it out. And it's because it's not up to anything. It's personal revolution, baby. I don't need to organize. I need to change the individual at the core in each individual that I come in contact with in an individual way. That's all it is, baby. So very cool. Thank you. By the way, like I said, I'd like to do a personal reading in exchange for you making emotes. Um, I just have the ones that Twitch gave me, and it's like that's not that cool for subscribers. I get some better ones going on. Look at how cute that is. You know, I love a good anatomically correct heart too. 'Cause I'm a gothic weirdo. Um, but I love all hearts. I love cute stuff. I love a good fuck yeah. I don't know if that's really even allowed. I'm the OC, original cunt. I'm just, just throwing some stuff out there. LOLLY, that's my name. It's Lolly. So it's like laugh out loud, love you. Cute one. Um, and you can call me Illy when I'm doing the practice. It's kind of two different people. The illuminated mystic versus the humanistic person that I am outside of it. So cute stuff. Anyway, what's going on, everyone? Thank you. Shout out to the lurkers who are standing strong. I am done with tarot for the evening, just so you know. So at the hour mark, we transition into tarot. It's only 30 minutes of tarot, but I know, I also did some tarot readings, zodiac readings today on YouTube. So I almost said on Facebook, and then I don't know why, and I don't know if that is it means something for someone if somebody has Facebook drama going on. But then I thought of the Northern Cree song "Facebook Drama." And it's like, I read your status last night. You posted that someone else was holding you tight. You shared it for all our friends to see. But I don't wanna go through the Facebook drama, so I press delete. It's a great song. I'm getting the playlist link for you. It's just the illy milly on everything these days. This is the playlist with the new readings. And this is the song I was talking about just now, or singing rather. It's a great song. Great time to listen to it. It's Thanksgiving. So, anyways, how's it going, everybody? Just chilling, vibing, lurking, chatting. What's good? Sorry, I'm done with tarot for the evening. It was short messages. I would have gone more, but it just nothing came out. So, yeah. Thank you. Means a lot to me. I appreciate you paying attention to that kind of thing. And I got you on Instagram now too. Um, how's it going? Who's joining us right now? You guys doing okay? Can ask me anything, tarot related or not. As long as it's not super creepy. Okay, have fun. Have a great day, you early bird. Rise above. Hopefully I catch a stream someday. Um love those little stars. Um Got nothing, y'all. I talked for an hour before we did the tarot. So I don't know what else to talk about. I think I brought up everything I wanted to say. And now y'all are just lurking on me. Nice. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Anything else? I was trying to make it to that 2 hour mark at least, but I don't know. Um, well, all I got is my pen. I haven't been smoking flower as much anymore. It's just more fiscally responsible and more like adult friendly to not reek of like dank, delicious marijuana all the time. So I pretty much just use the pen. I gave some of my bong for some reason. Yeah, no, I know, dude. Sorry. It's just like situational. It's just like, oh, I should be an adult and not reek of dank kush all the time. Even though I don't love this part of the environmental impact that these kinds of things have, um, because it's a waste. Yeah, well, nice. We used to take bong rips all the time. Like, I'm lurking does not leave keyboard. I used to rip bong on stream all the time. Um, but alas, gave away the bong. Don't really smoke weed anymore. I'm an adult now. I vape. How it goes. It's how it goes sometimes. I'll probably go back to smoking weed eventually. Get sick of the vape stuff. Be like, man, I miss greens. Amen. It's totally different. Yeah, he was. Yeah. Um, Marijuana's medicine. I truly believe that. And alcohol is poison. I truly believe that. And one of them is so much more socially acceptable than the other. But I do think that you can get like really silly stoned and it's not for everyone. And sometimes recreationally it's like not. Okay, see you. Oh gosh. I think it's a beautiful thing. I think it helps with creativity. It just makes you feel good in general. Love weed. Sound like straight out of Reefer Madness right now. Like they're like, oh my gosh, hippies who think, yeah, that'd be cool. That would be very cool. I would say I don't even know if I believe in mass awakening as much as I believe in personal healing. And it would be a mass personal healing that would take place if people were openly doing mushrooms and being able to connect with themselves and therefore better connect with others. Or human beings develop a network very similar to mycelium. Ah, something like that. Um, Not something I talk about, but I do feel like mushrooms have helped my PMDD a lot. And I do mean all types, but all types. And it's crazy. It's pretty crazy data, but it just seems to have worked. So it's been an interesting ride. Yeah, emotional evolution for sure. For sure. Um, I think, okay, so this is a good topic, very quick. Um, I think when it came to the spiritual stuff, I was channeling a lot. I was going in those old streams. I seriously highly encourage y'all to get the romantics here on my website. If you go to the Let's Work page, I've linked it so many times. I feel like I should stop linking it, but it keeps coming up. Watching some of those past streams are are as revolutionary as we talk about things being. Like some of those streams, some of the people that I've connected with, some of the romantics tier, by the way, $5 tier is what I'm talking about. access all my past streams and my new writing piece and future writing pieces. Um, it's I was just okay, sorry. I was thinking about two different things at once, and then I could only focus on the one thing. I was thinking about how one time before I realized I had PMDD, I was writing an essay about blood. And now in retrospect, I wonder if I was overwhelmed by the blood expelling from my own body, and that's what inspired it, even though I had some pretty good reasoning as to why blood is one of the most valuable forms of currency on the planet. Anyways, so got that leg going. I was drinking coffee all day, still kind of sipping on it, but not really. But what were we just talking about besides the past streams? They were just like really, really deep stuff, really intense. Um, so something that a friend reminded me of today is how there was a stream probably over the summer that or last summer. No, it must have probably been winter, springtime last year. Um, thank you. Um, excuse me, I didn't say, but I just assumed someone would say bless you. Yeah, so I said thank you. Did it echo? I'm so sorry about that. So, so a friend reminded me that I had brought up in a stream a few months ago, whenever that was, that this upcoming new Universal Decade started this year and was going to be for the lovers. It was going to be times of love and peace and all these other great things. And let's touch up on that real quick because I had the whiteboard. The whiteboard was such a good era too, just like going hard with the dry erase markers. So much fun. Um, but the universal decades start with 1990 to 1999, right? Or I'm sorry, 1990 to 2000. So like 11 years, right? Technically, but still universal because they all end in the same number that way. So 1990 to 2000 was a pretty dark time in the world. Heroin was very popular. Grunge music, which is arguably pretty emotionally sad, was popular. Paranoia and conspiracy was popular. Infidelity was popular. Okay, so the 90s was a pretty dark era. Everyone thought the world was ending. People were freaking out, not giving a fuck, everything in between. Okay, so the 90s was a pretty dark time. But the year 2001 to 2011 was for the girls. That was a party era. It it was a fun time, and I was very young. It would have been really cool to be older and live through that time, I'm sure. But it was the party era. People did not give a fuck in a different kind of way. Why are you pissed? Um, it was a time in life. Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely missed something. I'm glad I got to witness it, even if I didn't really get to take part of it because of my age, but I'm glad I was at least somewhat there. In 2009, like being in high school for the late aughts, oh my God, no regrets. No regrets whatsoever. So, I was just saying to say this because then 2012 to 2022, also not great again. So while we had these like lovey-dovey Y2K, super like nostalgia, MGMT was 2008. That would have been the lovers era, right? But then you go to 2012, which we thought was the end of the world, and everything started going to shit. Social media became popular. We started to realize how bad things were in the rest of the world because of global connectivity. Police brutality became more of a forefront of an issue, and more of a social awareness came to a lot of these things and corruption to all forms of government. Gloria. Um, it was a pretty rough time in the teen years this decade. I know. All the way to COVID. 2020 would have been fallen in this decade, right? Like that was hard times. So this decade we're due for none other than a bright, sunshining decade, just like the 2001 to 2011 era, because they take turns. Because the 80s, 79 to 89, some people didn't give a fuck about nothing. They partied so hard. They were doing so much disco, so many synthesizers, dude. 80s music, there's a reason people like it because it sounds good. Even the sad stuff sounds good. It was all very cool back then. And before that, the 70s, a little bit messier, a little bit more of what the fuck are we doing? Big transition with a lot of plastics. Big bulk of Vietnam, I believe, was in the 60s and 70s, right? So people were kind of lost and listless at that time. Again, with the cocaine. But the 60s, people still had hope, because again, I think Vietnam would have been the late 60s, right? So that revolution of peace, love, Beatles, the Grateful Dead, they were all birthed in that era of love in the 60s. You see what I'm saying? If you go back, it literally lines up for all the decades. So this is supposed to be a good lovers era decade. Oh, absolutely. 2020 was very kind of beneficial for me because I had injured myself really badly. I couldn't really walk, so I wasn't able to work. So when the world shut down, I was actually really grateful that other people weren't able to do those things either, which is selfish of me to think that way. But again, I think a lot of people needed to be able to sit with themselves and look at their life and decide what's really important to them and who's really important to them. Um, and really come back. And, it was nice that the world got a break too, where people weren't really driving cars. We were shutting down factories. Like, planet Earth was healing itself for a brief moment there. And that was a really good benefit of it too. But it's very sad for all the lives lost and all the trauma inflicted on people who survived through being on the front lines and other things of that nature when it comes to COVID. That shit was fucking crazy. Now we know what it was like to live during the influenza panic of 1918 too. Very similar vibes. Everybody blamed Spain because they were the first ones to cover it. Everybody blamed China because they were the first ones to find it. You know? I don't know where it came from. Man-made to me, but I don't know. What is repeating? Oh, the decades? Bye, we get a good one coming up. I'm excited about it. Peace, love, and happiness. That's what, like, this is gonna be a good decade. And it's starting off kind of rough where it's like it don't feel like no good decade. But in reality, okay, maybe not. But we'll have to see what not good means for us. And also like you have to admit we still love the 90s. There was still a lot of really great things about those decades. It's just the general vibe of like dystopia or utopia. It goes back and forth. Love or hate. Because sometimes it's cool to hate stuff. That was a big thing in the 90s. Like bullying was huge in the 90s. Punching down was the it thing in the 90s, right? What's up though? Is it just me and Portland Boy at this point? Everybody else is just lurking. It's nice to have you all. I'm done with tarot. It's nice that you're talking to me. So yeah, she reminded me that this was this era. Like she's like, didn't you say this was the lovers era? Or whatever she said. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. It really is. So even in these moments where I start to lose myself and or I don't know what to say, again, I was leading. I was leading. I'm a leader. This is it's what chose me. I don't even want to say it's what I chose to do. It's what chose me is to lead people in this way. Again, personal revolution. It's all about the individual at the end of the day because we can only help in the macro sense if we can figure out how to help ourselves in the micro sense, how to help each other in the micro, how to be up close with one another and say, hey, I see you for who you are and all your flaws, but I love you so much that I want to be able to work through them with you. Do you think that's something you'd be interested in? Cool. Let's do it. and let's do it together. Okay. Um, I like how I pointed out the lurkers, and then I just mentioned I was done with tarot for the evening or something. Um, yeah, they just booked it. It's not super late. I don't know, Boiling Boy, how you're feeling. I don't mind chatting with you for a little bit, but I might just go before it gets super late. Finish my coffee tomorrow. um, you know what I woke up thinking about today? I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. To try to make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Sorry, I had to rickroll you guys. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Yeah, you guys just got rickrolled by Illy Millie. A really, Rick, Rick, Rick. Well, I know it's in there. A really illy, if you will, Willie. A really illy, if you willy. Got rickrolled. But I woke up thinking about that, so I wanted to share that with you. Please don't cry. We can't end on a sad note. I'm trying to think of absolutely anything else to discuss before I go. Because this is, I mean, admit, this is the first time I've been this chatty on stream in a minute. The past streams that I've done the past couple weeks, the tarot is a lot longer and the conversation I feel has been a bit drier, but I feel like I'm being a little more my naturally vulnerable self and like opening up more about my experience and kind of getting my leadership skills back on track. Why? I'm such a huge fan of the classic Rick roll. If there was ever an internet prank that lived amongst all other internet pranks as one of the greatest, it is definitely the Rick roll. Love it. Love it. We'll always love it. Love when I get Rick rolled. Love to Rick roll people. I'm a Rick roller, dude. Call me Rick because I roll. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Is it Rick or is it butter? Because that's a roll. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Well, don't do it 24/7 or you're gonna take the novelty from it. You gotta do it once in a you gotta do it sometimes. You're like, here's this link, and it's just a regular link to a song. But then other times it's gotta be like, oh shit, this is a fucking rickroll. You know? Gotta find like a good meme that doesn't see you don't see it coming. Yeah. You'll get me. You'll get me. I know you will. I know you will. And I'm so excited. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Good, good. Um, well, homie, you're awesome. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me. This has been very cool. It was nice to have other people that we were chatting with earlier. Um, I would keep streaming, but I just don't have anything else to say. And we don't really have any questions coming through. You know what I mean? And it's kind of a weird hours. So I was just going to go. But I'm actually having a great time. But it's like, I think we're just done for the night. Like, I just don't have anything else to say or anything else going on. Um, I don't really feel like reading. I think I'm a bit too done with the day. I guess I could plug my stuff again. I already did so many times and even watching you and some lurker. Um, Never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. It is a great song. Like I just wanna, for the record, beyond being a great joke, it is also a great song. So, strangers in love. Anyway, um, finally got those videos done. That was on my agenda for the week. Got my writing piece done. That was also on my agenda for the week. So I already streamed tonight, so that's also on my agenda for the week. Getting it all done. I'm gonna be busier next week. Probably not gonna be streaming as much. So I might stream the next couple days, not Saturday. But we'll see about the other days. And, yeah. So thanks for tuning in. I love y'all so much. I'll probably roll some ads because why not make the money? Thank you. As all you usually show up. I appreciate that so much. Um, you have been a great support to this stream. I can't believe we met via Twitch, It's like so crazy. We never really actually met, but then like have you on Instagram. I don't know why I was just thinking about Olive Garden salad. I don't know if somebody's eating salad right now. But I just got like a taste of Olive Garden salad specifically, so it's like oddly strange, but sounds so good, doesn't it? That shit slaps. I don't care. I'm Italian. And I'm still like, yeah, Olive Garden is good. Don't get me fucked up. Don't get me fucked up. Don't twist me up. Okay, lemon twist me something fancy. Go with my endless spaghetti. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what that was about. Maybe our lurker's eating it. I don't know. I get random food whiffs all the time. Sometimes you were like, "Oh yeah, you caught me with the cold pizza and the marinara sauce." Sounds so good, actually. Um, Maybe I'm just hungry. Hard to say. Either way. Um, oh, who's joining us? How's it going? I was gonna go, you guys. I don't know what else to talk about. We're done with tarot for the evening. Nobody's really chatting it up except me and Boily Boy. So, if you're here to lurk, just go because I'm just gonna leave if we're not actually chatting. But if you have any questions for me, you can ask them before I leave. Um, nope. They were like, yeah, I'm good. So I'm rolling ads because I'm like 45 minutes. Might as well make some money before I go. And then I'm gonna sign off. I'll be right back. All right, I am back and I am signing off in this. Listen, newcomers, I see you lurking out there. I know you contemplating. If you give me a follow, you can join the chat. If you have any questions before I go, feel free to ask them now. But speak now or hold it till the next stream. You know what I'm saying? We are done with tarot for the evening. I have talked about everything that I wanted to discuss. We wanted to make it to the 2 hour mark. We made it past the 2 hour mark. I am going to go unless there's anything else anyone else would like to add to this conversation. But it seems like no, just lurkers tonight. That's okay too. Y'all can go lurk on somebody else. Or you can watch the replay. Always a great idea. Or you can keep yourself busy with my link tree because there's tons of stuff going on all over the internet and stuff that I make, stuff that I do, stuff. You can go check that out. The latest thing is definitely the YouTube videos that I posted, all the zodiacs this week. I used the mystery deck, which I also used on stream tonight. So if you want to rewatch the stream, we started tarot about an hour in. And then it was about 30 minutes of cards, which isn't that long, I admit. But because I did all 12 Zodiac videos today, so here's the November playlist for y'all. You're back. I'm leaving. Here's the November playlist for you if you want to catch the Zodiac videos from today. Um, and then this is my website, so you can go check that out. There's plenty to do over there. Oh, while I'm gone, you can listen to my music if you want to. That's always a fun time. It's very different, creative, and unique. And if you want a personal reading, more intimate details about any of the stuff that's been discussed on stream, you can also do that on my. So that's some fun stuff to keep you busy while I'm gone. Click those links. Have a great time. If you go to the Let's Work tab on my page, you can access a new tier, Romantics for $5.55 a year. You can have access to all the past streams and some new writing pieces. This should be the link. So, and there's some other tiers that you have the option for as well. So I think that's it. Now I'm gonna go. This was a great stream. Thank you all so much for being here. Even if you are just lurking, I appreciate the views and the company that I have when I have it. So once again, I should be back in the next couple days. Thinking maybe tomorrow. If not, see you sometime whenever I see you, right? So, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day to you, wherever you are. I just want to say good night and good luck with everything you got going on. Thank you once again. I love you so much. Have fun doing all that other stuff. Okay? Till next time.